Yo, my bros, what it do? This is not a good introduction for this kind of video. um, so anyways, this is the, video where I story time about, Biscuit. So for those of you who don't know, I had a baby Shih Tzu named Biscuit, and, lost him very tragically. I uploaded a YouTube short about it, and I put a picture up there too of him, so if you don't know what he looks like, then go check out that YouTube short. And you'll see. But, this is the full-on story of how I lost him, since YouTube shorts don't give me enough time. So, yeah. So, it's a very complicated story about how we got him and why we got him. My brother had always wanted a dog, like, when he was little and whatever, and eventually when he was, like, in maybe middle school-ish, my family finally started looking into getting a dog, and so, we were looking at huskies, but the owners of the huskies went no contact with us, and they stopped talking to us, so we were like, okay, we'll just find a different breeder. My sister and brother-in-law helped us find a breeder in the same, state that we live in, and, they're breeding a bunch of, border collie golden retrievers. So that is how we get Bandit. Bandit is our puppy. He's 5 years old now. He'll be 6 here very soon, actually, this month, like on the 15th, I think. But yeah, we just had Bandit for a while, and then my mom was friends with some lady who had a bunch of dash hounds, and she was like helping her take care of her puppies. And so the lady was like, you know what, you could take one of the puppies if you want, and Bandit can have a little playmate or whatever, a little sibling. So we decide that we'll take one of her babies and we'll take care of him as our own. We end up naming him Cooper. That's the name we settle on. I don't know how I feel about that name. Kind of went back and forth with it, like, oh, it doesn't sound like a good name. Oh, it sounds like an okay name. Like, I kind of went back and forth with, I don't like it to I do like it. And I just feel indifferent about it. Anyways, we take Cooper in. We don't technically adopt him because, I don't know, like, she didn't want us to, like, do the adoption papers yet. Whatever. So, like, we were raising him as our own, but he technically wasn't ours. And so, this is what led to what happened later on. She comes knocking on the door, our front door, and she's like, I'm taking him back for, very complicated reasons. Let's just say that, she was, like, accusing my mom of, like, letting Cooper, chew on bones and whatever, and then getting shards of those bones, like, stuck in his intestines and whatever. Even though she didn't do that, like, it wasn't her fault. Like, the dog was fine, perfectly fine. But, since he technically wasn't legally ours, she was able to just snatch him and leave, and so we lost him. That devastated, 11, 12-year-old me. For a while, I thought it was my fault. I was like, did I do something wrong? Should I have done something better? Like, what did I do wrong? Like, it had to have been my fault. Even though it actually wasn't my fault. It was not even close to my fault. But, yeah, we lost Cooper. That devastated me, and, after that, my mom tried to get in contact with different dachshund breeders, and they made her go to hell and back to, like, discuss payment options for the puppy that we were trying to get. And then, in the end, it just wasn't worth it, because they ended up scamming her, we lost money, and then we didn't get the dog in the end. So we lost a couple $100 for trying to get this puppy, and it was, like, ridiculous what we were going through to get a damn dog. After that, I had a feeling that she just kind of gave up. She just kind of, like, stopped, like, looking at puppies and whatever. Like, she stopped doing it around me. I kind of noticed her, like, not worry about it anymore, so I was like, I guess we gave up on that. No more puppy for us. I guess Bandit's a loner now. No puppy sibling for him. But what I didn't know was that she was secretly talking to breeders from another city in the same state as us who had Shih Tzus. Fast forward to just days, like maybe a day or two, like literally no more than that after my sister got married. We're staying in a hotel at the place where they got married, where the wedding was at. And like it's the day before we're about ready to head back home. My mom is like, "Hey, come outside with me." And I'm like, "Why?" And she's like, "Come on." I was like, "What the hell?" But I like came out with her anyways. We go out front and we're like looking out at the mountains and whatever, and I'm just like, "Why are we out here?" And she was like, "God forbid, I want to enjoy the view." And I'm like, "Okay, sorry, God forbid." Like, chill, ma'am. You can look at the view if you want. I just don't know why I'm out here. A couple minutes later, a family pulls up in a car in front of the hotel that we're staying at. A guy comes out, and then his daughter comes out of the passenger seat. She's holding a blanket with a puppy. Said puppy is Biscuit. I'm like, what are these people doing? Are they also staying at the hotel? Are they just coming back after doing something? Like, what are they doing here? The girl, who was like 12 at the time, by the way, hands me the blanket with Biscuit, and my mom was like, "Enjoy your new puppy." When I tell you that my reaction was an understatement of beyond shocked and surprised, I shit you not. For a second I was like, there is no way that this dog is mine. Like, these people are just like showing their dog to me. Like, what else could be going on? I mean, clearly that would make it my dog. Like, why else would they show up with a dog? To give it to me. I was like freaking out. I was like overfilled with joy. I was like trying not to cry and whatever, and I was like holding him, and my mom was recording me whatever, and I was like, "Oh my god, a new puppy! It's all mine!" What makes it even more adorable is that at the time when I first got Biscuit, he was maybe half the size of this picture frame that I have that says "You're so retro." He was maybe half the size of this. He was fucking adorable. He was literally such a small baby. Oh my god. He was so tiny. He could have literally slept on my chest, like right here in this area. So at the time when we first got him, I found out that they gave him the name Pumpkin. That's what his name was or whatever, but they said that I could change it if I wanted to. That's just like the name they chose. So after a while of like just spending time with my new puppy, my new baby dog, and just absolutely loving him, I settle on the name Biscuit. Because he literally looked like and reminded me of a biscuit. It was an absolutely beautiful name, and I would choose it over and over again for that sweet dog. So after that, we go home, back in town, and whatever, and I'm just absolutely loving up my new baby dog. I'm just ecstatic, like, I go to school and whatever, and I just can't stop thinking about how I can't wait to come home so I could see him and hold him again, and just cuddle him, and just hold his sweet little body, and just look at him. Like, that is all I think about when I'm at school at the time, is I can't wait to get home so I can just love up the crap out of this dog, or whatever. Like, I could not wait to come home to him. I was so excited to do it. I was ecstatic. A couple years go by, do a daily routine where we'll take Bandit and Biscuit out to the dam, and we'll take them for a run, get them some exercise and whatever. Gotta be careful of Biscuit because he's tiny. Jeez, I don't know. Probably when Biscuit was done growing, I would say that if he were to maybe curl up as if you're like about to sleep, he would be the size of my brown purse right there. That's like how big he was when he was done growing. That's probably pretty good estimate of how big he was when he was done growing. If he were to curl up, he'd probably be about the size of that brown purse that I have hung up there. Like a couple years go by, we forgot to celebrate his second birthday whenever, and I felt so terrible. I was like, we celebrated his first birthday, but we forgot to celebrate his second birthday So that was difficult on me. I was like, oh my god, we forgot to celebrate my baby's second birthday. Like, what the heck? Like, oh my gosh. How could we? Like, I felt pretty guilty for it. I mean, like, I guess, I guess it was fine, sort of, ish, in a way. I kind of forgave myself for it. I mean, if y'all think I'm pretty awful for missing his birthday by accident, then think what you will. I've kind of forgiven myself for the incident. But his birthday's in February, like right around Valentine's Day. So, as of February 2026, he's gonna be 4. So, February when he turned 2, that was the very year that we lost him. So, cut through the year: February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, December, all the way down to there. That's when we lose him. So here's how we lose him. It's a dark, cold, snowy night. My mom and I are driving in my grandma's pickup together because she's out at a hospital in a city that's kind of far away-ish, trying to get chemotherapy done for her cancer that she had, which she's all better now. She's all good. I was with her. We were running my grandma's dog, Grace, and, I was thinking we had Bandit at the time, but I don't think so. I think it was just Grace and Biscuit. Like, that wouldn't make sense. Like, we would probably have Bandit. Anyways, I don't think we had him. I'm fairly confident it was just her and Biscuit for some reason. I don't know why we didn't have Bandit. Maybe he was at the house or whatever. I'm not sure. But, anyways, we're driving on a dirt road trying to run them and help them get exercise, and we're going fairly slow because Grace can't go that fast because she's an old hag. She can't go as fast as a young dog can. So we're going fairly slow for her. We lose sight of Biscuit, and keep in mind, he's a small dog, so we have to, like, keep more track of him and whatever. We have to make sure to be careful. But, in all the times that we, like, ran him and whatever, we never actually had an accident with him. So we were dumb enough to think, okay, why would we have an accident now? Like, it doesn't make sense, even though better safe than sorry. Like, we made that mistake of not being precautious, despite what little odds it seemed that we'd lose him in the way we did. We can't find him, and it's been a good while now, so we're, like, panicking a little bit, and I'm like, okay, maybe he's just, like, in front of the pickup or something. Like, maybe if I just keep my head popped out the window and look out for him, then he'll just, like, pop out, and then I'll see him. Like, a minute later or something like that, my mom, she lets out, like, a yell, like a scream or whatever. She's, like, freaking out, and I'm like, what the hell? Like, what the hell? I'm, like, freaking out, too, and I'm like, why did she yell like that? Like, something's clearly wrong. She gets out of the pickup, and she runs towards an area, like, on the ice, and I'm like, oh god, please don't tell me. I get out of the pickup, too, and I follow behind her, and I stop at where she's crouched. And laying there, right before me, is my baby dog, Biscuit, laying on the ice, very much in pain, probably dead, if not close to death. Oops, sorry, that pause was, I accidentally hit the pause button, and then, clicked it again, my bad. I genuinely can't unsee what I saw that night when I saw him laying on the ground, his little broken body having been run over. Like, we ran him over. He was laying on the ground like that because we ran him over by accident. Because we didn't take the precautions that we should have taken. At that point, I start panicking and whatever. I'm on the brink of tears. I run back to the pickup and whatever, and I'm, like, hyperventilating. I'm having a panic attack. My mom grabs Biscuit, lifts him up, and takes him back to the pickup. She's, like, laying him on her lap and doing CPR. And I'm just watching her performing chest compressions on his small body, and it's like, oh my god, please bring him back to life. Please, we can't lose him like this, even though I just knew that we were probably going to lose him because, like, there's no going back from that. So, after that, I'm like, I can't handle this. Like, she's been spending times doing chest compressions on him and whatever, knowing that it's probably not going to work. So I run to the house. Grace follows me. I go upstairs and I flop on the pull-up bed that we've been sharing because we're like staying the night out there and whatever. I collapse, bury my face in my pillow, and I just start screaming. Like, I can't handle it. It's too much for me. It hurts so bad because it's like we shared so many memories together. We did so many fun things together, and then his life was cut short just before he turned 3 years old. It's like, why, God? Just like, why couldn't you give him a chance at life? Like, why did you have to cut his life short? Like he was annoying sometimes, and he was just a little shit, but I loved him. He was my baby dog, and now he's just an angel. That night is difficult to remember because it's the night I lost my baby dog. And December 9th is a hard day for me in the year because it's the day I lost my baby dog. But I make sure to remember him regardless because he was my puppy and I loved him so much, and he deserves to be remembered. Thanks for listening to this story if you did. Sorry if I made you shed a few tears. I also shed a few tears. Comment down below if you have any fur babies that you lost in the past that you miss, because we can relive through our trauma together. And we can remember our fallen fur babies together. And thanks for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed this, or whatever, I don't know. Okay, that's it. I better go. Bye. Rest in peace, Biscuit.